Servus Männer, it's Red Pill Germany again. I want to say today that there might be something positive also coming out of all these recent events from the United States, and that is that some people might wake up now and realize that there is no political messiah figure in our day and age. There is no strong man that you just need to follow and he will just make everything all right. Um, Especially, as I said in previous videos, the Q movement, for example, or over enthusiastic and zealous Trump fans, they actually saw in him some kind of savior, some kind of messiah that will just save them and make everything all right again. And this is, of course, too good to be true. This is childlike thinking. You want to believe in Santa Claus, basically. And the world, at least in my experience, doesn't work this way. You need to organize. And it's not like they didn't organize, of course, but follow the plan and just wait and see. No. And this is the dilemma. You need elites. You need not, I mean, maybe this is something for another video, but in my country, Germany, in the Middle Ages, there have been peasant revolutions, of course, because they were exploited. They were serfs. They were exploited and they lived a horrible life. But these peasant revolutions, they all failed in the end because they didn't have a plan. They just wanted to stick it to the man to make a point and to, create some, some ruckus and to just behave horribly, let's say, and attack the people who exploit them. But they didn't have a plan of how to organize society, how to organize life afterwards. They just didn't have a plan. They weren't organized, and not just in a military sense, they might have beaten the imperial army in the field or something like that, or they might have overthrown their local overlord or something like that, but or the feudal lord, but they didn't know what to do next. So there is a reason why you need elites. I don't want to sound elitist now, of course not, but the workers themselves or the peasants themselves, they rarely have a plan of what to do when the battle is won or what to do actually with themselves, how to organize something. Yeah, there is one instance where it worked, and that was the French Revolution. But what came afterwards, was just horrible, horrible, horrible. The biggest scum, and they were elites too. They were at least wannabe elites, and they established a horrible rule of how should I say, of crime, of absolutely disgusting behavior. It wasn't a good society that they built, and all sorts of horrible things came out of the French Revolution. So, what I'm trying to say is probably that it is good that I hope that some people wake up now, and it might be painful for them, but they should start realizing that there is no messiah in that sense in a politician to be found, and that there is no Santa Claus maybe. Just believing in Trump and in Q or these things, that doesn't save you. Yeah, just saying, oh, I'm loyal to this guy and I follow him and he will make everything okay. That is naive, and that didn't work. And it shouldn't be that way also. I think it shouldn't be that way. I think people should actively think about what kind of society they want, and they should actively take an interest and take part in that. And for a great deal, I think this already happened. So I don't want to badmouth or trash talk everything now. Yeah, that happened over the last years in the United States, but also in Europe, on the right, on the dissident right, or all tech, the alternative scene, whatever you want to call it, right? Of course, not everything was bad, but there was this tendency to say, okay, we have Trump, and Trump will make everything okay. And now he told you to go home. So your Messiah, I don't want to be mean here, okay? But when the Messiah says, "Just go home," yeah, what does that tell you then, huh? Do you still follow him? Which would mean that you go home now. And why are people still waving a flag with his name on it when he told you to go home? And that it's all lost or something. And and Biden will be the next president, and so on and so on. So what does that mean now? So a lot of people have to question their beliefs now, I think, and they have to question their belief in this one person as a savior. I think that was not justified. It wasn't wise to think this way. And for my part, I can say I called him out on many occasions. I disagreed with him on many points, and I said that clearly. And when he did something that I liked, then I also said that. But I saw it in my comment section, and I saw it elsewhere too. A lot of people were really devoted to him, and really, as I said, I mean, they treated him like a savior. And I thought, God, Emperor Trump, it's a funny meme, of course. But I became aware over the years that a lot of people, yeah, they they didn't want him as an emperor, maybe, but well, the president is really strong in the United States, according to their political system. And yeah, they saw in him a larger-than-life savior, messiah figure. So I don't know what comes out of this movement now. I don't know what all these Trump supporters will do now. Will they just say, well, it was nice trying or something, or at least we tried, or what are they doing now? I mean, Trump said, go home. Yeah, Trump said, we need peace, go home. Yeah, no idea what they will do. No idea. Some of them probably will start to do something. And I just hope that stays peaceful, as I always say. But I'm not really convinced that everybody will do that. There might be a fracturing. I mean, as I said, I mean the Republican Party is pretty much in shambles now, and they might split up. I don't know, because if you are a patriot, what sense does it make to remain in a party that is clearly not patriotic? That is just without Trump and without this patriotic America First or whatever you want to call it idea. The Republican Party is not so different from the Democrat Party, actually. So it would make sense for a schism there, but even then, are they still supporting Trump, or will they go beyond that and just be patriotic without Trump now? I don't know. That remains to be seen. We definitely live in interesting times, and we will see what happens. Okay, so to sum up, I think if anything positive at all can come out of this this whole affair here, or these events, then that I hope that some people rethink critically, and I don't mean to sound arrogant now or told you so, or no, I mean, to a certain extent I even understand these tendencies, but please reconsider this belief in one person, yeah, that you just need to follow. Yeah, this I think it's childlike, I think it's naive, and I think it ultimately will not work, and you will be disappointed if you believe in one politician or one leader as some kind of a messiah. I think that is not a wise idea, and maybe some people will realize that now. And this is painful. I think it's painful. If you were really a diehard Trump supporter and you thought that there is a plan and just wait, and all the people on the inside to help us to drain the swamp, and now that must be a huge disappointment. And I hope they can build themselves up again and they can look beyond that. That's it from my side. Servus, Kameraden.